Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Well, like on the way in, gives me an energetic donation to the channel, helps me tune into you. Flip the roles as you see fit. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And let's get this party started, shall we, by calling in spirit. Spirit guides and angels of your whitest light, please give me a clear message for the collective. One that brings healing, hope, and understanding of their situation. Protect me as I open myself up to channel these messages and protect my beautiful collective. And I thank everybody who has liked, subscribed, showed up, and shown out. I so appreciate you. I hope you had a good Easter. I hope you had a good weekend. Whatever you may have done, confirmation. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see what we got here. I got a lot of cards. And I want to see what's happening here. Spirit, bring me the energy, my friend. Bring me the energy. What energy do we have today? I have so many cards here. Let's see what we can get through. Spirit, Aquarius. And that is an air sign. So we could be talking about an Aquarius. Ooh. Mercury. Okay, one more. We got Mercury, we got Aquarius, and what's the last one, Spirit? And onto the floor. I swear that's part of the performance of every reading. Let's drop it, baby. Drop it like it's hot. Okay, one more, Spirit. Preferably in my hand. Thank you. Okay, so we have Mercury, Mars, Aquarius. There is the fifth house, which is passion, mystery, but in the reverse. The eighth house is mystery. Okay. Bottom of the deck is nurture. You could be a nurturer. Aries is after that. Ooh, standing up, baby. Showing out. Some fire. Alright, so we have fire, we have Aquarius, we have air and fire. Like a storm, man. We have Mercury. We have Mars. Passion. Mystery in the reverse. So something's being revealed. Something is being revealed. Maybe about this passion. Mercury and Mars, though. Let me see. And you could have this in your chart, too, so it doesn't necessitate that you have to be an Aquarius, you have to be an Aries. You could be in that energy. Aquarius is an air sign. So a lot of times that's like what air sign is a communicator. Air sign can be like balance, truth. So you could be in that energy. Fire sign is like impulsive, combative. Some people could say, well, very social creatures. Some people could say arrogant. Some people can say what? Cold. Depending on the situation. What I have here is that with Mercury, it represents, and this is an astrological science, right? In astrology. In astrology, Mercury represents communication, intellect, and information processing. Governs how we think, learn, and express ourselves. So it's a communication style. And I remember saying that with Aquarius is also part of that, right? So communication, intellect, information gathering. Could also relate to travel and mental health. Mercury is associated with the nervous system, mental well-being. the importance of clear communication and healthy thinking patterns. All right, so that's the Mercury part. We want the Mars. Okay, what the heck? Mars in astrology meaning. Okay, in astrology, Mars represents our drive, assertiveness, and how we express our will. It's associated with action, energy, and the ability to overcome challenges. Mars also influences our sexual desires, competitive spirit, and how we handle conflict. So it's drive and action, assertiveness and self, physicality and sexuality, competition and conflict, willpower and determination. Mars is in Aries. But with Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, I feel like there's something to be said for, one, the communication style of the Aquarius, and the assertiveness and the action-oriented Aries. But then there's also passion, which also influences Mars and Aries. So one could be more, it's like opposites attract in a sense. One, because I feel like the opposite of Aries is Libra. I feel like that, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So it's in that wheelhouse. But there's an opposite attracts kind of phenom here that's going on, is what I'm hearing. Mercury here. There's no retrograde as far as I know, but there's a nurturing person here. There's a passionate person here. And it could be you are both a nurturer and a passionate person, but somebody has passion for someone in this scenario. It's like a determination too. One looks reflective, the other one looks determined. It's like Mercury looks reflective, Mars looks determined. And Aries is always determined, so it is what it is. We Arians are very determined. When we want something, more times than not, we'll get it. More times than not, we'll get it, because we will keep plugging at it until we get it. That's how it goes, baby. So maybe somebody's after an Aquarius, or they have both in their chart. They could be determined as well as wanting to communicate with another person. So let's see what happens here. Spirit, what's going on? Let's go into the tarot. I have a lot of tarot cards. I'm going to start with the Intuitive Kev's tarot deck. I love it. Okay. What do we have here? King of Cups. Ooh, but this King of Cups is very balanced. It's in the upright. A King of Cups has a natural balance of like feelings, but also keeping them in check. But it looks like little hearts here. So it's Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Somebody's in love. Somebody wants to take action. That's obvious because of Mars. They want to take action towards a person. So let's see what happens with that. But there's legal issues here. It says justice is here as well. So something could be in the court system. Obsessed. Somebody's obsessed with an Empress. Ooh, yeah. Oh my. Somebody's obsessed with an Empress. That must be who they want to come towards. They're also a High Priestess. Intuitive. Yes. Hierophant. Somebody's here wants to, it's like what do you call it? Wants to commit to somebody. And obviously they want to commit to this High Priestess, this Empress. Yeah. But there's a hater here. Somebody's not happy about this. Spirit, come through. What's about this hater? Wheel of Fortune. They don't like the fact that there's divine timing here. There's a divine connection. Black magic. Ooh, yes. Black magic to end it. Somebody ended this connection. Three of Wands as well. Put some obstacles in the way from this person coming towards their divine counterpart. Ace of Swords is here. Truth and clarity. A new beginning in something or wanting to manifest it. But there's this magician. Maybe they're manifesting a new beginning, a new opportunity. But it's almost as if the ascension happened and it left this person in the Five of Pentacles, so left out in the cold. Two of Wands, wanting to start something new. But almost like something got in the way of it. Like somebody was blinded to something. There's passion. Yeah, there's passion. There's Page of Cups communication. They wanted communication. But there's the Page of Pentacles. It's almost like immature energy. And it's only one pentacle, so they didn't have enough to offer. But now there's the King of Pentacles here as well. So it's like leveling up. If you first don't succeed, try again, right? So maybe they didn't have something at one time. They had all this passion for a person. They had all this purpose. They wanted to communicate their truth, right? They wanted to be balanced, not go crazy, even though they were obsessed. Step back, perhaps, and think about it, or take some time to really like decipher what it is that why they were feeling this way about this person, this Empress, this High Priestess. And somebody got in the way of that, a jealous person. Five of Wands stepped into the fray to control this person, maybe this King of Pentacles, when they were a page at the time. Like all this passion, all this purpose, but no money or not in the right place. But now they're the King of Pentacles and there's still an obstacle here. They need to be balanced. There is a false person, a manipulator, emotional manipulator. There's a twin flame dynamic here, wish fulfillment, and a judgment from the universe. Yeah, it's like this was a divine connection that should have went someplace. Seven of Pentacles. Should have had sticking power. It should have went all the way, but then I feel like there was a temptation here. The Empress here. Eight of Cups, deuces, walking away from situations, and manipulators. The Lovers, there was a choice. Maybe they chose a Queen of Pentacles. Money. Yeah, looking for money. It's like, instead of spirituality, the Most High is here. They chose money. That's what it was. This person stepped in the way and presented themselves as, you're going to get this tree. You're going to get this money tree. Materialism. It was all about money. There was a judgment about it too. It was like almost like the universe decided to put the two of you together. Twin flames, right? Look that up if you don't know what that is. And they gave them the opportunity, they gave both of you the opportunity to meet in this lifetime. And the person met you, they were flawed, or, right away wanted it, was going to go towards it, and then somebody stood in the way and said, oh no, turned their head, presented themselves instead, and they turned away from you, the gift. They turned away from the opportunity. The other person presented themselves as more in every way possible. More sexy, more financially stable, more ready, willing, and able to stroke their ego and give them what they wanted. There was a lot of maybe passion in that situation too. I could do whatever you want. And they went towards that person. Yeah. And maybe that's the surprise. What was it? Not surprise. What was it called? Passion came up quite a few times. It's something about nurturing. No. Mystery. The mystery is in reverse. So this is something that's maybe going to be conveyed to you. You're going to learn about it, or you already know. There was passion. They had passion for you. But then this was passion on a different level, more of a toxic level. The passion with the karmic, we'll call them the karmic. They were jealous when they seen the connection between the two of you, and they stepped in the way, offered themselves up. And this person made a choice. Lovers was there. Yep. Walked away from you, perhaps, towards this other person. The passion still hasn't changed how they feel about you, though. It's waning for the karmic. Still growing with you in the distance, in the absence. You're the key. Yep. You're the key to their happiness. But the sly fox was here. Fox is here. Lied. Maneuvered. Captured them. Captured them on the crossroads of their life, where they could have had a choice between the road that would have led them towards you and another different path, and they chose the other path because the person stood in the way. The fox. Yep. Deceived them. Offered themselves, presented a better option of materialism and money. A house, a home right here. House is here. But it's like conflict. The clouds are here. It's like almost like an illusion. Like they couldn't see between the smoke and the mirrors. Past the smoke and the mirrors. And I feel like the illusion has waned off. It's like the newness. Excuse me, the shininess. It's not something that they're willing to admit. It's like they don't want other people to to know what's going on, that they're not happy. Maybe they present a very united front in public, on social media. Yeah, it's like I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not their wish. Their wish fulfillment was you. Yeah, they have nothing but strife in this relationship. The cross is here. Conflicts. Something that they had to go through and learn. Money isn't everything. Money certainly didn't buy them love, didn't bring them any happiness. It's like they walked away from true love. It was an illusion, deception. The moon is here. They could have a child. Stork is here. Yeah. Somebody got jealous. Somebody was envious of your relationship. And they were bound and determined to separate the two of you, get in the way of this person coming towards you. Well, at the time it was Paige. Offered them made an offer they couldn't refuse. And they took it. And it led them down a different road. Wish fulfillment's coming out again, star. You're the star. You might have a business. Towers are happening in this person's life. And also the book is here. Information. They're learning. They're watching you and they're learning from you. And there's a completion. It's like you're moving on to another cycle. You're leaving this person behind. It's like people got in the way. Crossroad, a path, communication. It was like other people, more than one person. It was like even could have gotten in the way and gossiped on you. Birds are here. Like came in quick to deceive and wear masked foxes here. This man. Yeah, that's what happened. They sold him a story. Serpent. Lying. Is it true that you want to go with this person? Do you really think that you'll be happy with them when I could give you so much more? It's like they badmouthed you, put you in a bad light, made this person question their feelings for you, all so that they could get the prosperity that they possibly seen this person. Maybe they had a measure of money, a success, and they wanted it for themselves. So they wanted to take it from you. This person was very smart about it, though. They had other people helping them. Possibly people that knew your person. Yeah, they turned them away from you. 10 of Swords. Ooh, 10 of Swords in your back, man. The moon here is here again, an illusion. 3 of Swords. Dear God. Wow. Working hard. 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. Sleepless nights. Anxiety. The Magician. Playing God. That's crazy. Thinking they can turn the tides, get this person away from you. 3 of Wands, get in the way of this connection, third party energy. And use sex as the catalyst. That's what it is. Offer them the world. The world is here. Ultimate fulfillment and happiness. Yep. That's what they tried to do. And they succeeded in that. They tried to, and they did. They got them to see you in a different light. Yep, 2 of Wands is here. They tied themselves to somebody else. Gave their cup of love. Gave their flowers to somebody else. Ace of Wands is here. Yeah, that's what happened. And you, no choice in the matter. You moved ahead. You moved away from this person. All right, let's do one more for the tarot. All right, give me a few more cards. But they're watching you. And they haven't changed their feelings for you. They want to communicate with you. They don't really know how they're going to be received coming out of this situation that they broke your heart. 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords. They betrayed you. They don't know if you even... They don't feel positive about it at this point. That you're even going to accept them. Because of judgment. Yeah. They want forgiveness, but they feel like you're not going to give it to them. Maybe you made a judgment that you don't want this person. Because you're the High Priestess, it's like you have intuition. You're the Empress, right? They know that they're not just going to be able to come back and say, hey, how are you? Yeah, materialism. It was all about the money. 4 of Coins. It put this relationship... They sacrificed this relationship. The Sun. They want to have optimism, but I feel like they're getting more enlightenment of the relationship that they're in versus the one they could have chose or should have chose. Yeah, they're seeking their own solitude. They keep focusing on the loss. 5 of Cups. You could be in a new relationship. Ace of Cups is here. New beginning. The King of Cups is here again. This is somebody that's balanced. Somebody that will give you reciprocity. Yep. Mutual maturity, understanding, that type of thing. And this person lost out. 5 of Swords, yeah. They feel defeated. Surrender. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They took a risk here, or they went with a person who is a risk taker. Yeah. instead of going with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is here again 3 times. 2 of Cups. You would have given them that 2 of Cups, mutual respect and equality. Maybe your hard work is paying off. 7 of Coins is here. You traveled away from this person. 6 of Swords. But they feel drained. 9 of Wands, stuck. 7 of Wands. I mean, they're defiant. It's like they want to act like everything's wonderful. You could be more mature than them. Queen of Coins is here. You're thriving. 9 of Coins. You're balanced. They see all of this that they could have had with you. You're in the spotlight. 6 of Wands. And while they're left with financial hardships and left out in the cold, 5 of Coins again. They were at a crossroads. They collaborated with a person who lied to them. I feel like it's the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Somebody who is a manipulator. Somebody who manipulated them. Yep. And they didn't get anything out of it. All they got is stuck energy. All they got is miserable. Misery loves company. And that's their life right now. So let's go into the last of it. What would they say to you if they could say anything? It's really a choice that they made. They had passion for you. They wanted to communicate with you. Somebody stepped into their orbit, offered themselves up because of jealousy and envy, were determined, got help to keep them stuck. They turned to that person and made a choice and turned away from you. Now they're sitting in regret that they did that. They realize that you could have moved on with somebody else. They're watching that and they feel like they missed this opportunity with you and they'll never get it again. And they don't know, like, they're kicking their ass about it, really. And really, the divine, they're not letting them forget it. It says, I have sexual fantasies about you, and this is twin flame again. So this is a twin flame that lost their position. And they're fantasizing about you. There could be a distance between the two of you. There could be like a geographical distance between you. What else would they say, Spirit? I feel like there's another person coming in, or they're already here, that you were with, that has been, what is it, Spirit? They're, yeah, like I said, they're a replacement. Not a placeholder, a replacement. This twin flame has lost their position. And this is a person that, this is your energetic match. 2 birds sing sweeter than 1. That's what it's saying here. You have synchronicities, or you really mesh with this person. If you haven't met them, they're coming. It says here, it's not you, so don't reject yourself. Rejection is divine intervention. So the universe intervened because they saw where it was going. They gave this person an opportunity to meet you in this lifetime, your twin flame, your divine counterpart. And they chose to reject the offer. They have free will. They can do that. So Spirit is sending in a replacement. Set your intentions high and know you deserve to receive love, joy, and happiness, because that is what is coming towards you. Your manifestations, your will, your wish, this is what's going to come towards you. Not this person who's stuck in a situation, a karmic situation of their own making, of their own choice. This is a person that you've had many past lives together with, your twin. They feel terrible for hurting you. but they made a choice. They were presented a crossroads, an opportunity to really connect with somebody that they've shared past lives with, your twin, the other half of your soul. And they made the free will decision, because we all have that free will choice to make, to go towards a person who offered themselves on a silver platter, and it looked like an easy win. Like, this is what they were waiting for. They were in page energy at the time. They may not have had a whole lot. This person came by, possibly, equal passion, came at them passionately, said that I have, was almost like not contractual, but it may be, Hierophant was there too, but it could be, this is what I have to offer you. I can offer you my money, I can offer you status, I can offer you passion, I can offer you this opportunity of a lifetime, where you're at now to where you want to be. So they took not the easy road, but the fast track to success, the fast track to money, the fast track to material wealth. Because this person could have had a position, could have had money themselves, or got themselves a position where they were going to make good money. So they felt like this could be a power couple together. We could ascend. And sometimes in life, the more money you make, the more you spend. That was the situation in this case. Living beyond their means, buying houses or real estate or whatever. Now you have to pay for all of that stuff, right? Nice to have, but at the end of the day, you got to have the funds to keep it going, right? So they let go of a connection of a lifetime. A connection of a lifetime. They'll never find you in any other person, because this karmic situation is not going to end well. And they're going to be looking for you and every other person they choose. They were in their ego and pride and not wanting to come to you and apologize, which they should have. So now they're stuck in their head and their thoughts about you with no closure. And you had to move forward without anything and start from scratch with no understanding of why this happened and no confirmation of anything from this person. So you could have been under the misimpression they didn't even give a damn about you, when that wasn't true. This is something that they have to work through. But unfortunately, you became a casualty of war here. They have self-esteem issues. They have financial constraints. They felt not good enough to make an offer to a top shelf person such as yourself. So they went for a low vibing, easier option. Somebody that, they may have more money at the time, but they were low vibing when they came at them in that sexual way. So they had more respect for you. So in a sense, you should thank the universe that they intervened in this situation and didn't use you, right? And then toss you aside for somebody else. In this situation, it ended with no real definitive anything. They never told you how they felt about you, and they didn't tell you that they were walking away to somebody else. But in the end, you are going to have a better situation than this person who chose poorly and now is suffering significantly because of going for a person based on materialism and not love. So this connection supports energy healing on Gaia and in the higher realms. So this relationship that's coming towards you is going to support not only yourself but the universe. There was a mission that the two of you had, energy healing. You have that ability. Maybe both of you do. But they chose to not go in that direction of that spiritual higher ascension. They decided to stay 3D. Just because they decided to make that decision doesn't mean that you're not going to ascend. You're going to fulfill the mission. It's just not going to be with this person. You have changed their life, and someday they might turn themselves around. Hopefully, we can always pray for that, right? It says, you make me want to be a better person. So the seeds are planted. But they have to go with the growth. And right here at the bottom of the deck, I don't know what I want. Family or friends disapprove of this connection. They miss you. I am intimidated by you. Triggers. Emotional baggage is running the show. Retrain the internal so the external can change. Important dream messages are being given to both of you, and we attract soulmates based on lessons we need for growth. Is this hindering or supporting you? This is your divine masculine. It says here, divine intervention, delays, and detours. That's what happens here. There is too much distance to maintain this connection at this point, right? And external party, karmic contracts, families, finances, and other material concerns or responsibilities are causes of interference and stress. So they have to learn their lesson. Whatever that lesson is that they need to learn. And you are going to move forward towards your 10 of Cups, towards your happiness. So Spirit is saying, stay on your path. Know your worth. And really thank the universe that you did not have to go through the stress and the complete heartbreak that would have happened if you would have been with a twin that was not aligned with you at this point. Know that. They still have a lot of growth to do, a lot of ascension to even meet where you're at. Don't wait for anyone. Keep going and glowing and realize that you are always the better option. On God, no caps. Thank you so much for joining me on Empress Aries 888. Please like and subscribe and join my tribe because I would love to have you. Till next time, be safe out there, my friends. Be blessed.